Enchanted Fairyland Lovers was the title for the American Weekly magazine series illustrated by Edmund Dulac in 1932. It had 8 illustrations of famous love stories, including Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty, 2 subjects Dulac had painted earlier. These illustrations are available in our paperback and digital editions from our website dulacebooks.com. Cinderella and Prince Charming. Cinderella had the daintiest little feet. Besides, she had good looks, a heart of gold, a cruel stepmother, 2 cruel stepsisters, a fairy godmother and a depressing life of household drudgery. One night Prince Charming, the king's son, gave a ball. Cinderella wanted to go but had nothing to wear. She sat crying by the fire. Her fairy godmother appeared and turned her rags into a beautiful dress and gave her crystal slippers. Then she sent Cinderella off to the party, telling her she must leave before midnight. Cinderella went. The prince fell in love with her. Just at midnight she ran off, dropping one of her slippers. The prince went all over his kingdom trying it on attractive maidens. It didn't fit. At last he found Cinderella and the slipper fitted. They were married. Prince Ahmed and Peri Banu. Prince Ahmed's father couldn't make up his mind as to which of his 3 sons to rule the kingdom. He hit upon the idea of giving it to the one who shot an arrow farthest. Prince Ahmed's arrow kept on going. He followed it for miles. He overtook it beside a great gate in the side of a mountain. Through it Prince Ahmed entered a marvelous cavern. It was the home of the fairy Peri Banu, who had been hovering about unseen when he shot, had instantly fallen in love with him and had carried the arrow away with her, knowing he would follow. They led a pleasant life until the prince became homesick for his father, brothers, and other relatives. Peri Banu let him pay them a visit. They were jealous of his prosperity, and treated him badly. So Peri sent her brother to punish them. He slew Prince Ahmed's father, brothers, and other relatives. That cured Prince Ahmed's homesickness, because you cannot be homesick for your family if your sympathetic sweetheart has killed them all off, and so he and Peri Banu lived happily together forever after. The Goose Girl. A princess was betrothed to a prince who lived far away. Neither had ever seen each other. She set off to marry him, riding on a horse that could talk, and with a serving maid. The serving maid was wicked, the princess meek. The maid bullied her into changing horses and clothes. The prince thought the maid was the princess, and married her. She had the talking horse's head cut off, so he couldn't tell on her. The true princess was put to work tending the royal geese. She had golden hair, which she liked to brush alone. The prince's father heard she could raise a breeze to blow off the hats of those who watched her, and that she held conversations with the head of a dead horse. Quite naturally this aroused his curiosity. He spied on the Goose Girl and found the story correct. He discovered the truth. So they took the wicked maid and put her in a barrel studded with sharp nails and rolled her around the streets. This soon made the prince a widower and he married the princess. The moral seems to be that no girl ought to become engaged to a perfect stranger. Ivan and the Chestnut Horse. Prince Ivan was youngest and stupidest of 3 sons. But when his father died, Ivan was the only son to go every day to his grave and read prayers over it. The king had a beautiful daughter whom he kept locked up at the top of a high tower. One day he announced that anyone who could jump his horse high enough to kiss the princess could marry her. Ivan was sitting on his father's grave when up rose his father's spirit and an enchanted chestnut horse. Ivan's father told him to step into the right ear of the horse and pass out the left. Ivan did it. Don't ask how. When he came out the left ear he was no longer stupid, but clever, brave, and handsome. He trotted the horse to the tower and it leaped up as high as the top and accommodatingly lingered while Ivan gave the princess a long, long kiss. She liked it. They married. And so filial piety was rewarded, and the first aerial kiss performed centuries before aeroplanes were thought of. The Prince and the Sleeping Beauty. Briar Rose was a princess, and when she was born the good fairies gave her beauty, amiability, virtue, wisdom, and riches. Alas, one bad fairy who hadn't been invited to the christening declared that when she was 15 she would prick herself with a spindle and die. A stronger fairy said she wouldn't die, only sleep for 100 years. Sure enough, when she was 15 the princess found a spindle, wounded herself and went to sleep. So did her father and everybody and everything in the palace, including the fires. And a gigantic hedge of thorns grew up and hid both palace and grounds. 100 years passed. A prince came. He made his way through the thorns. He found the princess. He kissed her. The kiss not only awakened her but everybody and everything in the palace, including the fires, and turned the thorns into roses. This is the record on high-powered kisses, and has never since been remotely approached in quantity of calories, not even by the most accomplished vamps, either male or female. Ta-Khai and the Bird Feng. Ta-Khai, Prince of Tartary, dreamt one night of a beautiful princess. Upon waking, he painted her portrait, then wandered everywhere showing it and asking all he met whether they knew her. None did. Despairing, he was about to kill himself. The Bird Feng, a marvelous creature of magical powers and a feathered perfect lady as well, appeared to him and asked him what was the matter. He showed her the portrait. She recognized it as that of the Princess of China. The Bird Feng carried Ta-Khai to the wall of the princess's garden and taught him how to make bamboo pipes whose music would fill the heart of the listener with love for the player. Ta-Khai played. The princess sent for him. He found his dream girl, all he had hoped. Which is luck almost nobody else ever has. Whenever he thought her love waning, he piped to her and it flamed afresh. When she had doubts, she piped to him with equally satisfactory results. If the secret of Ta-Khai's pipes had not been lost, there probably might be no need of our divorce courts. The Princess and the Enchanted Stag. Once there was a beautiful princess and her brother, and their stepmother was a wicked witch. She changed the brother into a stag. The princess and he hid in the forest. One day the king was hunting and chased the stag to its sister. The king fell in love with the princess. He took her to his palace and married her. The stag went along. The king thought it only a pet. After a while the princess had a baby. The stepmother killed her and put her one-eyed ugly daughter in the royal bed. By magic, she made her appear like the princess, all except the missing eye which she couldn't restore. So the false princess had to stay in bed and lie on her side, so the missing eye wouldn't be noticed. Uncomfortable and monotonous, but after all, no one gets anything for nothing. 3 nights the dead princess walked into the nursery and kissed the child. Then the king discovered the truth. The wicked stepmother and her daughter were burned. The princess came to life. The stag became again a little boy. They may be dumb in fairyland, but goodness is always rewarded and the wicked do get punished. The Fisherman and the Dragon King's Daughter. Long ago in Japan, Urashima Taro, a handsome young fisherman, saw some boys tormenting a tortoise. He gave them all his money for it, carried it to the shore and released it. The tortoise asked him if he would like to visit the Dragon Sea King's land. He said he would. Arriving, the tortoise turned into a beautiful maiden, who told him she was the Dragon King's daughter, and she wished him to live forever with her there, where none grow old and summer was everlasting. For 3 days Urashima lived in a dream of happiness. On the 4th day his desire to see his mother and father became so strong that he asked the princess for a brief leave of absence. The princess wept, but consented, giving him a casket that he must not open until ready to return to her. Soon he found himself back in his village. But all was strange. He learned that his parents had been dead for 300 years. His 3 days of happiness had endured 3 centuries. He opened the casket. It was empty, but a fragrance came from it. He breathed it. Old age dropped upon him. He died. Thus did the Japanese tell the story of Rip Van Winkle 1,000 years before Washington Irving wrote it. These illustrations are available in our publications as paperback books and digital files. Just write dulacebooks.com in your search bar.